Morning mix. San Francisco has some world-class restaurants. We're so lucky. Some of the best eateries are here. But when it comes to tipping for that meal, apparently the city by the bay is kind of lacking.
Yikes.
Yeah. According to researchers with food deliver app Toast, San Franciscans, well, you pay an average of 17% in gratuity. That's lower than the national rate, which is at about 19%. But the Bay, there's some other options here. California is the least generous state for tipping, with an average tip of 17.5%. So if you're wondering where the city is with the best tippers, you'll have to go to Cleveland in Ohio.
It's called cost of living.
I know.
Literally, that's what it is.
And their meal is probably not going to be like $100 or more every time you go out with just your husband or wife or boyfriend or girlfriend.
Or solo. I've spent $100 on one meal, just me.
Exactly. Like,
here, I believe it.
Yes.
I do. So I don't know. Cleveland, good for you.
Good for you, but
17's better than 15.
Yeah, because their rent ain't as high as ours.
That's what I was going to say. That's what I was going to say. You feel good about that, Cleveland? I'm going to pay the rent.
Right. My rent is more
And to
important.
survive a little bit. And I think, the service industry is it's so hard, and it's been hit so hard during COVID and the pandemic, but tip for sure. I think 17% is a pretty good average number. When I read that, I thought,
because I thought the average was 15.
That's what I thought.
So when I do my 20, I'm like,
Exactly. I'm like, I'm above it.
yeah,
No.
Right.
But nah, 17's okay.
I think it's okay too.
20% minimum, people. 20% minimum.
I also,
okay.
really?
That's what
Okay,
I've always
that's
been
nice.
told.
Really?
Yes, when
Yeah.
it comes,
We're
when
not saying what you've been told. What do you do?
20%.
I did too.
Yeah, I mean,
But have
I've
you
been
worked-
tip shamed enough in my life that I know it's 20%, and then you don't think about it. You just, I mean, this is a thing.
Yeah,
I need
and
to
if
get
you've
like
worked
you.
as a waitress or a waiter,
Yeah.
it just
You
that
get
math.
it.
Yeah, I can't go below 20, but so I still think 17 is good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is. And plus, you can figure out 20% easier than 17% on the fly.
That is
Right.
true.
So much easier.
It's so
Because
much
we
easier
don't do
to-
math. At least I
That's the
don't.
actual truth about it.
Yeah, take 10%, double it, you're good. All right, it's official. Scientists agree more money makes most of us happier.
I agree too.
A new study seems to contradict the theory that happiness eventually plateaus. Previous studies found it would level off at about $75,000, not in the Bay. Well, apparently new research finds for the vast majority of people, that number is closer to $500,000. That's a big difference. So what do you think? Can money buy happiness? And what's your dollar amount, you guys?
Yes, it can buy happiness.
First of all, the $75,000 figure, that's been around for like 10 years.
Yeah.
We've had significant inflation in the last
There's a
10
big
years.
difference
That
between
number needs
that
to be
now.
adjusted. Yeah.
I agree.
Do you think money can buy happiness?
I'm lying if I said I didn't, right?
I mean,
It makes you more comfortable.
It does.
It
Gives you a
does.
sense of
It
ease,
does.
less pressure. I'm not saying it gives you the perfect life, but certainly when you pay bills and you're not stressing about it, that helps, right?
I
You're
agree.
happier for
Yeah,
it.
yeah, I'm with that.
Do you have a number?
500 would be fine. I
You
obviously
said
don't
which
make-
one?
500
Oh,
would
for
be
sure.
nice.
We'll take that any day.
I don't make $500,000.
We don't want to be greedy. We don't want to be greedy.
Hey, give it all to us.
Above would be fantastic,
Yeah,
but
Yeah.
we'll take that. All right, listen to this. Have you ever heard of kitten fishing? What about Riz? Well, if you haven't, don't worry. Tinder is releasing a Gen Z dating dictionary for older singles who want to catch
Older
up on
singles.
their slang. What's older when you're single, right? Around 62% of 18 to 25-year-olds feel like they speak another language when it comes to dating. So the creators, well, they just want to make you feel a little, make things a little easier to decipher dating conversations across generations. So here are some of the terms. Situationship is when someone is more than a hookup, but not quite a couple.
I'm with that.
Cushioning is when someone keeps several backup relationships in case your man, or main one, I should say, doesn't last. Interesting.
Justin has another word for that.
I do. It's called a roster.
A roster. Oh, wow. Okay. Riz is short for charisma.
I don't
so
get it.
if you have a Riz, you're probably going to date well. All right. Kitten fishing is when you embellish but not outright lie about certain aspects of your life. And date view is what you call a date, which feels like an interview, but aren't
Amanda
most
knows
dates-
that one all.
Life story, career goals, what's going on, financial
You need
situation.
all of it right there.
On it.
Send your resume. Send your resume.
What I was confused about was the beginning of this story when you said that 18 to 25-year-olds speak a different language. Why would someone who's 30, 31 be matching with an 18 to 25-year-old?
Right.
Love, there's no age limit, right? Oh, well, 18
I guess,
young. I get that. I mean, I personally would like to date someone older. I always have.
That's true.
Met my husband, he's older than me, and I just feel like, but at 18, you have a completely different perspective than
I
you
think
do
a
when
mature
you're 30.
25-year-old is
Yeah.
not going to be saying Riz or
Right.
kitten fishing.
That's not a person you're dating.
No.
No,
No.
no, not at all.
Never heard any of
Not
those.
at all.
Yeah,
No.
never.
I'm going to
No.
use that in my little online dating conversations now.